Thank you, Professor Thrift. We finally have Dr. Enrique Cepeda representing the Vice Presidency for International Affairs, and we will please also appreciate some closing words. Thank
you. Well, I'm the last to speak, and the only thing I'm left to say for me is that I agree with everything that has been said. Well, now, seriously. Well, for me, it's a great honor to share the table with such a distinguished group of vice chancellors from the UK, and in particular with my friend Tim O'Shea from the University of Edinburgh. And I want to thank the British Council for organizing this, and to the campus for hosting this event. And I always like very much to come to this campus, one of the most beautiful campuses in the system, and to visit my friend Lourdes. And I'm honored to also to meet again the British, the ambassador from the UK. For us, internationalization is one of the highest priorities. It's one of the 5 top strategies of Monterrey Tech, and is part of our mission. It's in the statement of the mission of the Tecnológico de Monterrey. Our students have to be internationally competitive. But it's not only that. We don't only want, and that's the definition of internationalization for us, we don't only want the students to go abroad in an exchange program and take courses. We want them to really know other cultures, to understand other idiosyncrasies, and to be effective in their interactions with people from other countries and other regions of the world. And what we are looking forward, and I agree with what has been said here, is that our students become global citizens. And if they are able to understand other ways of thinking and other ways of making decisions, other ways of approaching problems and solving problems, I think we can contribute, as Timothy was saying, that to global peace. That's one of our main goals. And we are also looking internally as Tecnológico Monterrey system to become a more multicultural institution. That's one of the goals in promoting and receiving more and more international students into our campuses. We have been able to do that, and although we are still, we have still a small percentage of international students in the Tecnológico Monterrey, and we would like to reach the 25% of that most of the universities in the UK have already done. Our percentage of international students in total is about 10%, no more than that. So that's one of our goals. And we are also obviously encouraging more and more to our students to learn another language, not only a second language like English, but also a third and a fourth language. And you know that now is a requirement for graduation to have a specific score in the TOEFL test for English. And we want to make more progress on that. And what is the future for internationalization that we have defined at Monterrey Tech? One of those areas that are strategic for us is now that we want to start working with our partners universities abroad in order to receive more international students to come and participate with our students in teams in social community service. As you know, we have this system-wide program of projects that our students go and work in the remote communities in Mexico for sustainable solutions for the future, not only for charity work, distributing clothes or food, but also to use what you have learned in the classroom to solve the problems of the community. We have started since last summer, to receive international students from Harvard, MIT, Yale, and now we are repeating the experience this summer. And we would also like to invite students from the UK universities to come during the summer to work together with our students in this type of projects. That's a new phase for internationalization. We are also encouraging our students, we have started for some time, but we want to increase that, the internship programs. We think that it's important for our students and the students from abroad to have a work experience in the job place in order to understand what are the different types of job cultures and work cultures in different countries. Also, research. Research is a priority now for Monterrey Tech, and we want to encourage our students to go and undergraduate and graduate students to do research stays in different universities. And we are starting to do that at the Universitas 21 Consortium. And that has been very, very useful for us. And obviously, to promote more exchange at the graduate level. The PhD, the joint PhD program that we have with Universitas 21 is going to help us a lot in that, because we are going to exchange PhD students and to do part of the research 1 year, 1 semester in one of the member institutions of the consortium. So that's another of the priorities of Monterrey Tech in terms of internationalization, to really work hard and participate and to take advantage of the memberships that we have in 1 or 2 or 3 of the consortium. We have been very selective in which consortium we belong, and we want to take advantage of that. And obviously, we agree completely, and that's one of our priorities, of the new challenges that were mentioned by Nigel and Professor Notbeam, of that we have to work in the new problems of the world, the environmental issues, the climate change, renewable energies, and no university and no country in the world can solve those problems by itself. So we want to encourage the interaction and the sharing of ideas and experiences and solutions that have been developed in other parts of the world and working together. And that was also part of the issues that we were discussing in Guadalajara in the last 2 days. So that's, for me, what I have to say. And thank you very much for inviting me and to have this opportunity to share with you what we are doing in internationalization in Monterrey Tech. Thank you.